Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to episode 21 of the Frisky Whiskey. It's been a moment since we've been here, and by here I mean with the whiskeys that we kind of have going on. Mike D, what are we doing?
Oh, this is going to be a night with the Irish.
I'm looking forward to it.
We haven't had Irish whiskey in a while. It's been a minute.
Since March 17th.
It's a long time. It's a couple of minutes. And we have two really good ones.
I'm looking forward to this.
We have this one called Drumshanbo.
I think it's Drumshanbo.
And then we have Yellow Spot, part of the Spot Whiskey Collection.
Yep.
And you have a little bit of an edge on me because you've had the yellow.
I have had the yellow.
I've had the green. The green's very good. You've had the green in my house. So it's going to be a fun night. And, you know, we got something that has a lot of history and something that's new to the game.
Yep.
In essence, it's, been around however many years, but not as long as the other one has. It'll be kind of cool. So this will be a fun night.
I think so.
And we're in the garage tonight. We're garage banding it.
Yeah, you can probably see behind us if you're watching the video on YouTube.
Yes.
There's some weather that rolled in this afternoon.
Yeah.
It was pretty crazy. It was pretty crazy.
You live in North Florida, North Palm Beach Gardens.
Yeah,
it was like a hurricane. It was like a hurricane that came through.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah, it was crazy. But I think we should jump into our show.
I agree with that 100%.
So I think we're going to do the Drumshanbo first.
Yeah, why don't you get us pouring and I'll kind of work on talking about them a little bit. How about that?
I will say this before we start talking about it. This is a cool bottle.
It is a really cool bottle.
It came in a cool box.
It did come in a cool box.
We should have brought the box out. We'll show it. We'll send a picture of it in the box.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, you did already.
Well, yeah, it'll be posted up on our Instagram.
Okay, we'll post it up. Okay, but it's a cool bottle. So go ahead, T.I. Talk the talk.
I'm going to talk the talk. All right, so this is the Drumshanbo. This is a single pot Irish whiskey. So this one is $59, at least where we grabbed it from, right? Over at Inlet Liquors, right? I think that's what it's called.
Yep.
So this was started by PJ Rigney in the heart of rural Ireland at the Shed Distillery. PJ Rigney wanted to create smooth, flowing whiskey of exceptional quality. His obsession with excellence, tradition, and innovation has given birth to a truly remarkable single pot still. Melding the time-trusted method of blending Irish malted and Irish un-malted barley with the creamy texture of Irish Barra Oats, first fill Bourbon and Sherry Oloroso casks. This is the first Irish whiskey from the western province of Connacht in over 105 years. The Shed Distillery was built by PJ in the village of Drumshanbo Co.Leitrim.
Yep, that's the name of the town.
Nice. On the shores of the Lough Allen, at the foothills of Sliabh, and I'm butchering all these names.
That's what I mean.
Iarainn, or the Iron Mountain. PJ used traditional methods using a gleaming copper pot and column still. PJ also has passions for other spirits and makes a line of gin and vodka as well. So that's actually something that's pretty cool. You can check it out on their website.
Yep.
So they have a gunpowder Irish gin made with Chinese gunpowder tea, a gunpowder Irish gin with California orange citrus, a gunpowder Irish gin Sardinian citrus, and a sausage tree pure Irish vodka. And the sausage tree is from Africa.
I want to go to Africa and find a sausage tree.
I'm intrigued.
I'm intrigued too. I'll bring a hoagie, roll with me, and see what happens. I mean, a sausage tree. I mean,
I know, right? It's weird.
I'm surprised they're not like conjugating around it.
So on the nose, we should have some warm pot spice, vanilla, and dried fruit aromas. Ooh. On our taste, we're going for some pot spice, fig, Oloroso sherry, toasted oak notes, and a creamy finish.
The smell is that spice is there.
Yeah, that's pleasant.
Very pleasant. I think the vanilla makes it pleasant. And there's dried fruits. There's that dried fruit aroma
100%.
to it. I mean, this, nice color to it, right?
Yeah, this is light.
Yeah, this is very light. I'm going to go in.
Go for it.
I'm going to go in.
I can dig it. Do you dig it?
Mm-hmm.
I think he digs it.
Mm.
All right, my turn.
And, this is not our first time. Actually, very recently, we've come across something in those Oloroso casks.
That's true.
I think it was from the night we did with Chef Christoph. I think that's where that one came from.
Are you sure?
It's recent. It's very recent. I know that. But wow, that is tasty. And it has that creamy finish at the back of your tongue. Mm-hmm. Oh, this is really good. Mm-hmm. This is what, $59?
Yep, this was $59.
I'm pretty sure that was the same price or very close to it from Total Wine, too.
Okay.
But we got it from Inlet Liquors.
Yep.
And check that place out, all you whiskey guys out there, whiskey girls. That's impressive.
That place was really cool.
Yeah, that's very impressive.
So one of my favorite things about it is they have a whole collection of barrel selections, right? So they work with the distilleries and they select a barrel, they get it filled. They actually have a team that goes out and does all the testing for them, so that makes sure that they get the the right quality and everything. But what's cool about it is if you go there and you're like unsure of what one you want to buy, they'll actually give you samples of the whiskey.
Everything in there.
Yeah.
They have samples of everything. They believe in try before you buy.
Yeah.
Which is smart.
It is really smart. So for them, they just crack open a bottle and then let you try it if you want it. So, and it's kind of nice because you can just bring it up, bring the bottle, and if you're ready to go and it tastes good and you want to buy it, bam.
And we tried too while we were there.
We did, actually.
Picked up something for another upcoming show. We're not going to tell anybody yet.
Yeah.
But go to this place. I mean, they have all those. I mean, that whole section of all the stuff that's just barreled for them is so cool. But their selection in general.
They actually have complete selections, which is really cool.
Yes, they had the whole Chattanooga selection.
The Old Forester, Bardstown.
Some other ones. I mean, they had a lot
They had
of
a lot of Jack Daniels.
Yeah, and their Irish whiskey section was good. Scotch was good.
Yep.
And actually, we'll talk about it when we get to it. But it's a really cool place. You got to go check it out.
Yep.
We had not been there, and we've been told to go there by multiple people.
Yep.
And we finally got it there, and we're like, oh.
We've been missing out.
And it's cool if you buy, 2 of their barrel select bottles, you get put into a drawing, which we did not win, by the way.
No, I saw that.
Yeah, some guy named Matthew won.
I thought it was Kevin.
Was it Kevin?
I don't know.
Yeah, Matthew Kevin.
It wasn't
Either
us.
way, it wasn't us.
us.
So, but if you win, you get two.
You select whether it's a bottle of Stag or Lee.
Right. So that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool. But I like the store. Very not what you expect to walk into.
Correct.
So, and I've learned my lesson because I went to that liquor warehouse, and I kind of had the inlet blows me away, but liquor warehouse was still like one of those places I walked in. I was like, oh man, I was at the front door, and I'm like, this is not gonna be good. Yeah, I was pleasantly surprised.
Yeah, it's really cool, and they have so obviously we talk about whiskey here, but they had a massive selection of wines and other
rums,
alcohols,
wines,
and everything.
It's a good size. It's bigger inside.
It's so deceiving.
Yeah,
it's so deceiving.
Totally deceiving. So check it out. But this is good. I like this Drumshanbo.
Yeah,
I like this stuff. And I like the fact that this guy's making all these gins too.
Mm-hmm.
With this, I'm not a gin guy, but I'm kind of curious about the maybe it's the regular one with this the gunpowder, or maybe the orange one. I mean, I'm kind of curious. This is what they taste like.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all about. I don't mind gin, so I would be all about trying them out. Maybe I'll pick up a bottle or something.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I like this neat. This is really good neat.
The flavors are super light.
Yeah.
So honestly, tasting it.
This is 86 proof, by the way.
Yeah. It's a little bit light, but it's not bad.
It is light, but this, you know what? So, I guess we'll do it. We'll talk about that after we get to that one too. So I think I'm already correct from what I said earlier when we were doing something inside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so too.
Yeah. No, we were eating inside, so I like to pair. As I'm eating, I'm already guessing the pairing.
Yeah.
And I think I'm dead on this. Yeah. And this is going to go good with the what should have been the ender, which we all did together anyway. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, doesn't matter.
But this is for $58.99, not $59. I mean, this is well worth
it's $59 after taxes, dude.
Yeah. But this is really good. This is very, very tasty.
Yeah, and so there definitely is. So it's really light on the spice. I mean, super light. That's the oak, right?
Yeah.
But it is kind of sweet, so that's coming from that fig and the sherry, right? And there is a light spice to it.
Yeah, the spice is there.
You could tell that there's
that pot spice. What they're calling it pot spice.
But this is surprisingly smooth.
I was checking out this town. I was on their little website, and actually through Wikipedia because their town came up when I was doing my searching for the whiskey. It's a cool little town.
Yeah.
Nice little Irish village.
Yeah.
Probably got some good little restaurants there.
Yep.
And then this place is one of its main things to do there too.
Exactly.
So I mean,
and they offer tours for 20 pounds, or I don't know, is it pounds? Euros?
Guinnesses?
I don't know what they Guinness is.
20 Guinnesses?
I don't know. It seems like a lot.
In the bottle.
Oh boy. You're gonna make some people mad now.
All right, so I think we should jump right in now and do the ice.
Yeah, let's move it. So, Mike, we got a little slappy last night.
We were doing some good old-fashioning in the very beginning. I think we had like 3 or 4 of those.
You know,
I lost control. I'm just gonna do one ice cube, I think.
Somewhere along the line, we started having too much fun.
And then we started drinking just whiskey.
Yep.
Which I know we had the ammunition.
We did have ammunition.
We had something before that.
And that's where it kind of gets
It
dodgy.
gets a little fuzzy at that. It's funny. I remember the last one. There's one in between. What did we? Because I know we didn't do Ragnarok. That I know we did not.
No,
do.
we did not touch that one.
Actually, if I remember correctly, did we do a Braddock on the ice? I know we didn't like it with the
I think
old-fashioned.
we did do the Braddock.
I think that was our last old-fashioned, and we didn't like it, and we went and we like, you know what, we're gonna finish it, obviously.
Yeah.
But then I think we just do the Braddock
That's
on
right.
ice.
Yeah, we did. We did the Old Forester 100 as an old fashioned. We did the Michter's Rye.
Yep,
And then we did the Braddock Rye.
And I think we liked the Old Forester best for the old fashions.
Yeah.
But no, that was fun last night.
It was.
No, it was. We definitely got a little. I was a little slow today.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. You know, I got some things done, but I was still slow at it. You know,
It was a good time.
So
Sometimes you just got to get together and drink on a Friday.
yeah,
I call it research and development.
It
right?
was R&D the whole thing.
The whole thing.
Was R&D.
Yeah.
It ran Fraser last night too.
Did
So
it?
the smell got mellower, if anything. If that's a word, mellower.
It is. It did. Definitely more on the vanilla,
That
but that's pretty much all I smell now. The fruits are gone.
that spice is gone. Spice is hair there. The fig's there. That fruit fig. I'm getting that fig, like a fig Newton.
Oh, I do like this though.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not Oloroso sherry. I couldn't tell you right now, but if anything, that's what's making it sweet too. And that creaminess is not left.
No.
Now this is very good. You know, something like Irish whiskey. This is a great gift. You don't have to love him either to give him this one.
Just like them a little bit. No, this is good. This is good.
very tasty.
Shout out to the Shed Distillery.
Yep. Yeah. What made you pick this one? Because you just like this one right here, and you just grabbed it. Was it the packaging?
No, actually it wasn't. So I've heard of Drumshanbo.
Okay.
Like I've heard of it. Just it's not one of those things that like I ever really come across. So like even at Total Wine, I don't think I've ever seen it just sitting there.
Right. Well, the box makes it stand out too.
Yeah. So like, you know, when we, looking for Irish whiskeys, I was like, I kind of want to try stuff that I haven't really had the opportunity to drink much of, if at all. Right. And so when I saw it, first, Yellow Spot caught my eye, of course. And I was like, we have to try that one. Like, we have to drink that. And then Drumshanbo was right there. And I was like, yeah, that also needs to get on the show because neither of us have had that. And like they had a good selection of other Irish whiskeys. It was just, it called to me. It was like, it was like, you're going to do this for the episode. So here we are.
That's awesome. No, that's good because I never heard of it. But I oh man, I don't know my Irish whiskeys.
Yeah.
I just don't, And I want to give out to a shout out to somebody. Our friend Drew, who was at the party on 4th of July. I was dropping some stuff off at his house. His daughter and my daughter hang out. And he comes walking up to me. He's like, I had this in my warehouse. We found it. But really, I think this belongs with you. So what he gave me was, can you see it?
Yeah, you can see it. That's awesome.
A really cool bullet bourbon sign.
Yeah, that is really cool.
It's really cool. Very rustic looking.
Yeah.
If we're going to figure out what we're going to do with it for real.
Yeah.
But it's very cool looking.
It is cool.
Yeah, it was really nice of him to do that.
That is.
That was really nice. Well, he also mentioned something, so I'm going to talk about this real quick. Had a party at my house on 4th of July on Tuesday, which is like a Saturday all day to me. And, first of all, T.I. went a little nuts and dropped some coin, if you will, on...
I put on a good show.
We dominated the neighborhood, I think, in my opinion.
It was a good time.
And we had a little party here, and it was a good time. But T.I. made his world's famous brisket. Everyone keeps talking about that.
It's not world famous yet.
It's famous in my
It's
circle.
PBG famous.
Yeah, it's amazing. That was such a good brisket, and all the food was good too.
Yeah,
we had a really good amount of food there, but your brisket was the home run.
Thank you.
That was really good. So, and he actually made a comment to me when he gave me that sign. He goes, "Man, that brisket was so good," and he's from Texas.
Nice.
So and he used to be a chef once upon a time. So he,
yeah.
So,
well, another compliment. That's nice.
Yeah.
I like that.
All right, so the whiskey's coming out of me quickly.
Yeah, here we go.
Yeah, my garage isn't the coolest place on earth.
It's true. That's all right. We will persevere.
All right, so so this is something I'm really looking forward to.
The yellow spot?
Yeah, because I like that green spot. I've had a couple of bottles of that, and it's. And I'll do the history of this one, unless you want to do it. It's up to you. No,
go for it, my friend. It is all yours.
I definitely like their history. Give me a little pour there, sir. Thank you.
Welcome.
Clean out our glasses.
Got to get them nice and fresh.
All right, and you know if you're only doing 2 tonight, which is good.
Yeah.
You know.
Well,
Right, so,
that goes down to like when we went to Inlet, right? We were like, we planned on getting some Irish whiskeys, and then we saw how awesome the other stuff was, and it kind of determined that we weren't going to be spending a bunch of money on the Irish side. We were going to split it between some extra episodes in the future.
We saw we saw something that we've been wanting to do.
Yes,
and we have a guest for that one when we do that show.
We do.
And we were texting last night. That date I threw out, not a good date. I realized I was like, oh man, did I say that date? Like I already knew I was going to be here. So now we're jumping into the yellow spot.
So this is the yellow spot.
You know, a distinctly different color going on here right now. Very distinctly different.
It's nice and gold.
So, yellow spot's got a little bit of history though. You know, unlike Drumshanbo, these guys. So, the story starts back in 1803. Upon the death of his close friend, the rebel Robert Emmet, right?
Yep.
And William Mitchell decreed that all firstborn children of each generation of the Mitchell family shall be called Robert. Now, tradition has continued right up to the day with the current Mitchell, Robert Jonathan Mitchell, and his son, Robert Mitchell VII, and even his own son, Robert James Mitchell. In other words, there is a lot of Roberts behind every spot whiskey. That's kind of interesting.
That is pretty cool.
So,
what about the women, though?
It's not about the women.
No, but I'm saying is like they just said the firstborn children of each generation.
I guess they've been lucky; it's all been boys.
I guess so.
You know. Now in 1805, Sliabh whiskey family of spot whiskeys found their roots in Mitchell and Sons, one of Ireland's last remaining wine merchants and whiskey bonders. The spot whiskeys go back to the days when the Jameson Distillery would sell their new make spirits to bonders who matured them in wine and fortified wine casks.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
It was then that Mitchell and Son developed a reputation for creating some of the finest still pot Irish whiskey to be found in the capital.
Okay.
Pretty cool. In 1887, the Mitchell family expanded into the whiskey bonding business.
All right.
So they were probably making it for their friends. Now, one thing I put on here, but I'm going to mention, they also had a bakery too.
Okay.
So they had like Irish baked goods. So they're probably giving it to their customers, right? And that's how it probably started. So the Mitchell family expanded into the whiskey bonding business, whereby they sent empty wine, sherry, and port casks via horse and cart to the local Jameson distillery up on Bow Street. Those were then filled and returned to the Mitchell Cellars warehouse underneath Fitzwilliam Lane, there beneath the cobbled streets of their network of underground cellars. So this is like under the ground, under the streets. Like, you know, that's kind of cool. You know,
is pretty cool.
The whiskeys matured for many years until they were ready to be bottled and sold for those in the know. Once again, remember I made a comment about the...
Yeah.
So it was, you know... And then, so that's how they really started growing. And that was started in 1887. They really started selling and making money to profit off this. So spot names, when they are fortified wine casks that were... You know, the spot has different color names.
Yes.
Like yellow, red, gold. So when their fortified wine casks were filled exclusively with Jameson spirit from the old Bow Street Distillery, they were marked with a dab or a spot of paint.
Yep.
Which identified how long the barrels would be matured. Blue is for 7, green is for 10, yellow is for 12. Ooh, we're something we'll treat tonight. And red is for 15. Hence the name Spot Whiskey. So that's kind of cool.
It is cool.
It's cool. I like, you know, I was saying, these guys have a history. You know what I mean? And they've been making it for so long, you know, and it's in the family still.
Which is cool.
There's a bunch of Roberts doing this for years now, decades.
Bunch of dudes named
hundreds of
Robert.
years, you know. So this is cool. But so now our nose, and this is very complex from when I'm reading here. We'll see what happens when we get to it. There's mown hay,
Yep.
cracked pepper, black pepper, red bell peppers, nutmeg, clove oil, and green tea, sweet honey, and peaches. Right? So that's the nose. And then the taste is going to be in the honey, spices, fresh coffee, creamy milk chocolate, creme brulee, red apples, toasted oak, mix of grape and dry barley.
Okay.
It's red grape and dry barley. So this has a lot. Just reading all that's complex.
I'm going to go into this.
Now, you're ahead of me because you had this one night. You conned somebody into giving it to you. I don't know what you did. You told me some crazy story last night about this. I don't know what you did, but I think she got fired for it.
All I did was ask.
So, it has that outdoor cut to it. You know what I'm saying? That smell, like something's been cut outdoors. Like, there's the pepper must be burning my nose. That's what's burning my nose, probably.
It's really nice. It's very mellow on the it is mellow on the nose.
Yeah, it's mellow. I mean, I'm probably getting that honey out of it too.
I'm dying over here. There is a little bit of that.
Oh wow,
green tea in there.
Wow.
Right.
I mean, that's just got so many flavors going on in my mouth right now. That coffee's there. That milk chocolate's there. There's cream in there, so I'm going to call it the creme brulee for right now. I mean, I don't know.
This is an exceptional whiskey.
That toasted oak is there. I guess that dry barley is a dryness when I'm getting that cream.
Yep.
And I think I called it. I think that would go great with the grouper.
Yep.
So tonight you went to Redfin?
Yeah, it's Firefin.
Firefin, off of Prosperity and
Not
PGA.
yes, Prosperity.
Yeah,
and
it's
PGA.
not Carmine Plaza.
It is. It's over actually by the Angry Moon.
Okay, and so for appetizers we had the.
So we did for appetizers. I did a seafood artichoke dip.
Nice, that was really good.
It was actually pretty dang good, and they have really large chunks of lobster in there.
Yeah,
that was really nice.
Yeah,
and then also the skewered beef tenderloin.
That was really good. That was actually
butter.
butter.
And it came with like a
Parmesan,
horseradish cream sauce
yeah,
thing. It was really good.
It was really good. And it had the tomatoes and the peppers and the red onions.
Yep.
So it was really good.
All fired and delicious. And then for dinner, the actual main course, I got us a grouper piccata.
Which was nice. It had some broccoli rabe.
Yep.
And some mashed potatoes. So I'm calling it out where I'm saying I would do the Drumshanbo with the appetizers.
Oh, yeah.
The steak, the steak appetizer, the skewers you got, and that fish dip.
Yep.
100%. And then for the fish,
oh, yeah,
this would go perfect with that lemon caper sauce because of like all the flavors going on in here, where it's kind of like it's bold. It's going to like hold its own against that lemon and caper. It's kind of strong.
Well, it is. Yeah, it's a very strong flavor.
Yeah.
It's very fresh, so it also is going to clean the palate constantly.
And that grouper was very good.
It really was. It was tender.
Yeah, it was very tender. That was a good grouper.
It was. So yeah, shout out to Firefin as well, because that's the first time I think either of us have tried them.
And they do a lot of sushi there too, right?
They do a ton of sushi.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's I think their primary thing. I just happen to,
I did this. Yeah, no, this is good. No, you did right tonight.
Yeah.
Steak in this mix was good.
Yes.
It was almost like a surf and turf to a certain degree. But this, I always like that green dot, which is the 10 years. But wow, I mean this has so many flavors going on in my mouth. Though. It's crazy.
Oh no,
Absolutely
this is
crazy.
And the best. So this one is actually not as spicy as the Drumshanbo, in my opinion. It's not. There's still a little bit, and again, that's going to be that oakiness. It's just the slightest bit of like pepperiness, but it's super mellow in comparison to Drumshanbo.
It's creamy. That milk chocolate, that little hint of chocolate I'm getting, which is creamy.
Yeah, you know what? Honestly, I think a lot of the flavors that they throw down here do lean towards a creamy mouthfeel. So that could be why there's so many of them, and it's not really a flavor that's coming out. Because I don't get a lot of it. I do get the fresh coffee, but that's like, I don't know, like the first cup of coffee, like sip of coffee that you get in the morning, right?
Exactly.
That's what it kind of goes with. It is a little sweet, so I'm going to throw that with the creme brulee, the chocolate, and the honey. Maybe some of the red apples.
I'm not getting that apple.
No, apple is like an apple
yolk
flavor.
Is obvious. The yolk is obvious when you taste it too.
An apple flavor is like very.
Distinct.
It's there. It's there when you have it.
Yeah,
I don't get that.
I'm not getting that.
So I'm going to say like the creaminess from the creme brulee and the milk chocolate, right? That's probably where that's coming in. Decent amount of flavor from like the spiciness from oak and all that kind of stuff. It's not bad. It's not super heavy. But yeah, no, I like this whiskey a lot.
Yeah, no, this is very good. And now this was $113.99.
This is
$114.
Yes.
At Inlet.
At Inlet.
Now I was online and our friends at Total Wine, unfortunately, it was $130 there.
Yeah.
So Once again, we said this before too when we did the Scotch episode, where we got different prices and we were seeing some places are better than others. It's all about where you go, how you shop
around.
It's going to be different prices everywhere. So I'm going to say this is between 114 and 130. Yeah. Ultimately retail, and I bet you there's probably a good $5 or $6 jump in between, just 58 depending where you go. But I think the yellow spot, been in the game for a long time. I like the history here.
Ow.
We're getting attacked. We're getting attacked.
All right, cool. That's got taken out by our sign.
The cat bit you.
That's funny.
That means there's wind out there somewhere.
Yep.
It's hot in Florida. Hot.
There's wind to brewing.
Hot in Florida, man. It was like before that rain came, it was like 105, man.
Yeah, I know.
It was nuts.
It was crazy outside.
Nuts. I mean, I had to go to Target. For me, walking to the car to get inside Target, I was sweating, dude. I was drenched. I'm like,
That sucks.
I had to get going on vacation next week.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's
so
right.
I had to get some of my little travel toiletries, if you will.
Yeah.
Because this one I had to actually go to a plane.
So where are you heading off to?
I'm going to Jamaica.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Any particular part of Jamaica?
Yes, Ocho Rios.
Okay.
Hitting a sandals, but it's their beaches model.
Okay.
Which is more for families. So I have an 11-year-old who's going on 18, who's just going to tell me to shove it away from the time we're there. But it's all inclusive, and there's spots for kids to get their own stuff too.
Yeah.
I don't have to be involved with her.
Okay.
So if she don't want me, I don't want her.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You red stripe light all over the place, and they have good bartenders there. They make it's an island, so look, I'm not going to get an old fashioned. I'm going to do whiskey,
Right.
On the rocks. But during the day, it's going to be frozen rum
Frozen
runners.
drinks,
Maybe do some Miami Vices.
The heck's a Miami Vice?
Miami Vice is a half rum runner and a half pina colada.
Interesting.
And then you get a coconut or dark rum floater on top.
Huh.
Oh yeah.
Sounds good.
Yeah. And then they make really good. I think it's mudslides.
Okay.
It's the chocolate frozen drinks. They make really good ones there too.
Okay.
So and they have the classic pool bar.
Yeah.
You can swim up to the bar, and it's it's nice because you have the ocean on one half of it, and then in the middle is the giant pool area. Man, they have two different water slide sections. One for the little kids, and then one for the adults and bigger kids. And it's 4 or 5 slides. So it's
nice. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. So and they have it's 6 restaurants.
Okay.
To choose from. One's Mediterranean, one is Italian. Look, they try.
Jamaican Italian.
Yeah, Jamaican Italian. Yeah. That pizza sauce got a little jerk in it. And then they have a French restaurant. Then they have a barbecue place. Mm-hmm. Where it has Jamaican jerk chicken, some type of ribs, if I remember correctly, but not jerk style, but it was a Jamaican style barbecue. Okay. And then they have this pizza restaurant.
Yeah.
Keep
going. I'm just gonna reorganize our stuff.
The pizza place is up until 2 a.m. It's cool. They have a place dedicated to crepes. Okay. For dessert, so it's open till midnight. You get these really good crepes. So it's gonna be a good vacation.
Nice.
Yeah, I go every other year, so
nice.
I like this place.
And I'm actually gonna be out of town too.
Yeah, where are you going?
So I'm going back up to Mass. I'm going to family reunion.
Uh-oh.
Gotta love family reunions. Oh yeah.
What do you mean? What's a podcast? Where is it? Is it in the cloud?
So Travis, you decided to move to Florida and become an alcoholic. No.
But I can run off on my liquor. Cause I get that from my family. When I talk to them, I'm what's a podcast?
Oh, really?
I'm it's a radio show.
Yeah.
Where? I'm on the internet. On radio.
On the interwebs.
Yeah, it's kind of trying to explain it to them. So you're going to get that from people when you talk about it.
Yeah,
probably. Are you going to be representing?
I'm actually going to bring a couple of my family some shirts.
Shirts? Okay, cool. Yeah, represent a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't know how much I'm representing Jamaica. They're not really whiskey out there.
I don't know. Give them a shirt anyways.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to give them a shirt, but I'll bring some...
maybe if you come across a really cool bartender and you're like, hey man, here's a shirt for you.
I'm sure I'm gonna post something from a tropical drink while I'm there.
Yeah, I hope so.
Because I have free Wi-Fi there, so I should be able to post a couple times.
Yeah, but enjoy your vacation more than anything.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna be drinking a lot.
Yeah. I think we'll both be kind of unplugged for that.
Yeah, we'll be unplugged for.
But I know we were going to mention at the end of the show, but that does mean that we're actually not going to be doing an episode next weekend. So you guys will have to wait to episode 22 until the week of the 22nd.
Yeah, we're going on vacation.
Yeah.
Frisky Whiskey's taking a little vacation.
Yeah, we're taking a brief break. A whiskey sabbatical.
A whiskey sabbatical. Oh, I like that. A whiskey sabbatical.
Although I don't know if it's really that, but hey, we'll call it that.
For me, it'd probably be a rum
Sabbatical.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they always give me a bottle of rum when I go there.
Oh.
And then like during the day, they have these guys that come out with little coconuts with machetes, and they cut the coconuts. You pour your own rum in a coconut.
Oh, nice.
It's kind of cool. Yeah, it's kind of cool.
I like that.
Yeah, me too. Me too. All right, so I think we're gonna jump into some ice here.
I think so.
A little yellow spot with ice.
We have
now.
to do it. We have to do it. Hopefully, that doesn't kill too much of the flavors.
If I had to take a guess, it'd probably get a little more creamier. Maybe that the spices that are there, maybe that dryness will go away. But we'll find out. Anything could happen. Anything could happen. So we played some golf this week. Played on Monday. It was like 5,000 degrees out.
It was so hot out.
I was like, you didn't play golf? I go, I had no desire to play golf this week after Monday. I was so hot on Monday. Like and like idiots were drinking beer. Yeah. Like we had no business drinking.
Well, I mean, I had a ton of water too.
Me too. But
I crushed like all of my water and it wasn't enough. It actually, I think it took me probably, I don't know, until the next morning.
Shit. Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to say that, but I did. Shit.
Oh shit. It took me to like the next. It took me to like the next morning to cool off.
Me too. Oh, I did nothing.
I took a cold shower and I immediately started sweating again.
Yep, me too.
I was like, what is going on?
It was so hot. I'm gonna throw another ice cream. I threw so much in there. It was so hot on Monday. And we had a good time playing.
Oh yeah, it was awesome.
But
that was a fun little course.
Yeah, it's
but
fun
it
little
was
course.
So hot.
I mean, there's no air out there. There was no air,
no breeze, and basically all you're doing is like finding shade, parking in it, waiting until you hit the golf ball. And then move along. And
that was part of the game, too. It was like I call it the shade game. Yeah. How fast can you find the shade? But no, it was a good time. It was just, I had no desire from that point on to do anything.
Yeah.
Honestly, that rest of this whole week, I was like, I don't want to do anything.
I'm just happy that my car has, like, seat air.
Yeah.
So I could sit in it and it blows cold
air. Well, then
the
next day we had a party.
Oh, yeah.
So I had to get up the next day and start working my ass off to get a party, to work party together.
Well, that's true. As soon as I got back from golf, like, it wasn't that long before I had to, like, get the brisket going. Actually, I cooked 2 briskets.
Yeah, you did. You're an animal. You're a beast of briskets.
But yeah, I had to like get the briskets going.
So you know what? The flavor with the ice.
So the nose changed dramatically.
Yeah. So most of those apples are coming out.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Am I wrong about that? No, that's the apples, right? That spice is still there, surprisingly. I'm getting that spice, or it's that dry barley with the oak. It's one of those two mixing together that's giving me some type of spice sensation.
I think that to me is that's that toasted oak.
Is it toasted oak? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And then I'm gonna say that coffee's gone, but it's still creamy to me.
Oh, it's super creamy.
Yeah, it's very creamy. This is so good.
I would take this either way. I would not be upset either way with this.
No. Honestly, it depends what's going on. Like right now, I'm sweating like crazy. The ice is nice. Oh, so I'm going to jump off subject for 1 second.
Okay.
So we did a show, our first Irish show.
Yep.
We did the Bushmills 10-year-old.
We did.
So on their website, they had mentioned, hey, throw our bottle in the freezer in the summertime. And it's like a creamy, cold drink. And we did it.
We did do it.
And we may even have some after the show because I'm sweating so much. It is very refreshing, very tasty.
It was ridiculous.
Highly suggest doing that.
Yeah.
And, I went to my friend's house, and I was posting for my friend's house. We talked about this last week. Yep. He had put that Basil Hayden double dark.
Dark rum.
Dark rum. No, dark rye. dark rye in his freezer, and that was very refreshing, too.
We've called it a different name every time we bring it
up. Yeah. but the Bushmills 10-year-old in the freezer, guys, try it.
That's super good.
Perfect for summertime. Perfect for hanging out after like playing golf and you want to sit out and have a little whiskey. Yeah. You don't feel like you can't drink any more beer at that point.
Yeah.
Because that happened to me too. Like I could after that second beer, it was just so hot I can't drink beer anymore.
Yeah. Oh, it took me forever to finish the second one.
Oh yeah.
I was bottled water, sip of beer, bottled water.
Oh yeah. But this is so good. This spot stuff, man. Kudos to the Mitchell family.
Oh yeah.
Now we got to figure out how to follow them on Instagram. We had a little problem from their website.
Maybe it's just like the 80th generation Robert, and that's the name of their Instagram. It's just 80th generation.
You would say it way off the rails, man. That was a nosedive off the cliff on that one.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was.
No, it was not. No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was.
No, it was not.
So this is some good stuff, man. And that food that you got, honestly, is like
Yeah, that stuff's
great. Say it like this: great Irish whiskey drinking food. What you got?
It really is.
Because you had the steaks, you had the peppers and the tomatoes and the onions. That dip was not like a light dip.
No, that was definitely like it's very seafood.
It was baked.
Yeah,
it had a good cheese on it, and it had scallops in there too.
It did.
Yeah, scallops
and lobster.
So
and I think there's like chunks
Firefin,
of
right? Firefin.
Yeah, Firefin.
Oh, that place is awesome.
Yeah.
So shout out to Firefin. If you get a chance, check them out. Palm Beach Gardens.
Yep.
Go there for dinner. Tell them Frisky Whiskey sent you. They have no idea what you're talking about, but just say it anyway. What? In fact, they may charge you more. I don't know.
Actually, you know what? Do it at your own risk.
Yeah, do it at your own risk. This.
Yeah, no, it was a really good pairing, I think.
Yeah, and that grouper piccata you got.
Yeah, that was so good.
That fish was so good. Like, to bring out a home piece of fish like that, take out, and it still tastes that good. That's good stuff.
Oh, yeah.
That's really good stuff. And, I like broccoli rabe, not in large doses, but as like a couple of pieces, I like broccoli rabe.
Oh, no, it paired well with that whole meal.
Yeah, it paired very well.
It was like a good, it was nice because it actually grabs all of the sauce, too. So it's like, and that sauce is ridiculously good.
Wow, the more the ice melts, the better this is actually getting.
Oh, yeah, my ice is gone. My 1 cube is gone.
Yeah, I threw a second cube in there.
This is awesome.
I poured so much in there. But that milk chocolate's coming out even more to me. The creme brulee, it's just, to me, it's going to be creamy,
Yeah.
Because if anything, if the creme brulee is going to represent anything, it's going to be vanilla most of the time.
Well, it would be vanilla and sugar.
A base creme brulee is vanilla.
Vanilla and caramel, right?
Yeah. No, it's not caramel on top.
Well, it's sugar that gets...
It's caramelized.
Yeah.
So it has that caramel effect to it. Especially what kind of sugar you use. So I use brown sugar when I did mine. I'm going to make that again.
Please do.
Yeah, I'm gonna make that.
That was freaking awesome.
Yeah, actually, one of these I'm gonna get in my baking mode again.
Okay.
So there's something else I want to make pretty soon.
Ooh.
That we may actually have on the show as our final, like whatever whiskeys we're gonna be doing that night. I'm gonna tell you this is when we do at the end. I'm gonna bring a piece of that out.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Mystery foods.
So I was very famous for in Lough Allen. I was famous for a baked good.
You were famous?
Yeah, I was famous.
Dang.
Yeah.
Look at you, Mike D over here, just like throwing down.
And actually, it was Mike D's. Blank on the menu.
You can't. I can't say it.
No, because it's going to give it.
Oh, it's a surprise.
Yeah,
Okay. Okay.
No,
Sorry,
I'll tell you what it is. It was Mike D's double blueberry tart.
Ooh.
Oh yeah. Oh, this thing is amazing.
So is this like double the amount of blueberries in the tart?
All blueberry. Tons of blueberries. The blueberry sauce with blueberries, then topped with blueberries.
It's a lot of blueberry.
And it's in a graham cracker crust.
Ooh.
But it's in a tart shell.
Ooh. Yeah. That sounds really good.
Oh yeah. Oh, it's amazing. It's so good. I haven't made that in a long time either. Like I said, I've been having the juices of baking again.
All right.
So I did the creme brulee a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
This is like I'm trying to lose weight, so like these things aren't the best thing for me to.
No, they're not.
No, and when I make them right, they're damn good.
Yeah.
I can't control myself. I'll start having creme brulee for breakfast. Creme brulee and a fried egg.
I mean, I guess it would work, kind of, right? Creamy on cream.
Absolutely. Yeah. Anything on a fried egg, it has to work. Well, I'll take it to a certain degree. Not on soup.
No, they do egg drop soup.
Yeah, but it's not fried egg and egg drop soup.
Then you
egg drop soup is like uncooked scrambled eggs.
Well, then you just
I just had the other day at P.F. Chang's. I went there for lunch.
Yeah, but it's not like uncooked scrambled eggs.
It looks like uncooked scrambled eggs.
It's cooked in the soup.
I gotta give you a shout out for those fireworks, man. My neighbors, who live all the way at the end of my street, drove down here while I was cleaning up our mess the next day. Oh, yeah. Which had a massive mess.
It was so much.
I think I literally had like 10 garbage bags just from what was out front of my yard.
That's crazy.
But the neighbors come up and they're like, "That was the best show ever. Like, you guys did a great job." Like they totally enjoyed what we did.
I'm happy. That's the whole point of spending the money to get fireworks is fun. And it seems like a waste of money, but like how much fun it is to like have everyone's reaction and enjoy it, it's worth it.
You know what's funny though? Like when it was all over, I'm like, that's all we had.
I want more.
I wanted more. Or like I felt bad now because on the night before we did our 2 little boxes, but we did them. They would have been good. One box was awesome that I did on Monday night, but the whole show you put together. Though, I mean that was and then my brother-in-law bought his fireworks as well.
So. Bro, it was funny that one didn't go off. It just exploded.
Yeah, that was kind of funny.
Was it just stuck in the ground? Someone stuck it into the ground
so
too far?
he put it in the ground too far.
Gotcha.
Like he just didn't leave it in a PVC pipe. He pushed it into the
Oh,
ground.
my goodness.
So this, we're not gonna say names, but somebody lit off one of those rockets that does like the big
It's a
stars.
bottle rocket, yeah.
And he actually pushed it all the way into the ground when we had like a PVC pipe just to hang it in there. And the thing like went 3 feet in the air.
Oh no! It exploded right there.
Oh, I thought it went 3 feet.
Oh
in the
no,
air.
no.
People were scattering for their dear lives.
I didn't even know. The funny part too is, so I was lighting off a firework. I was getting one of the boxes that I had, and I was lighting that off. And I was like, I'm walking back. All of a sudden, I hear a giant explosion next to me, and I look over, and I'm just getting showered with stuff. People are talking, and I was like, what the hell just happened?
Yeah. We're like, all right, give me your lighter. You lost
all
your
right,
lighter.
you no longer get to do this.
Yeah, you're done. You're obviously dangerous. But it was a good time. It was a really good time.
It was super fun.
All right, so I think we're getting towards the end of the night here.
I think so.
What do you think?
I think so.
Yeah, I'm getting hot. I need to get in the AC before.
That's fair.
My hair gets really messed up. It's too mad. But this was a great night tonight. So
It was.
I think we should remind everybody to follow us.
Yeah, follow us on Instagram.
Right, subscribe.
Honestly, if you hit the friskywhiskey.com, you'll find our links to our Instagram, our YouTube. You'll also be able to click on a nice little link in there that shows you a good majority of where to find us, right? Including Podbean and Google Podcasts and Apple Podcasts.
iHeartRadio.
It's all over the place.
All over the place. On iHeartRadio, you can get to our YouTube too, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely check us out there. We usually post like once or twice a week on Instagram. Just try. So I actually just dropped a cool creative reel, just kind of giving everyone an update on our episodes. That was kind of fun. So yeah, and then of course when we're out adventuring, we're always posting on there.
Yep.
YouTube, all of our episodes are I do the recording for them and make sure that they get posted every Wednesday at 4 p.m. as well. So if you want to see our goofy asses talking as we're going, you're more than welcome to. We're there. Just make sure you like and subscribe to our channel. So any video that you watch, make sure you put a like on it. Yeah.
But subscribe, follow, listen, tell your friends, tell your neighbors, tell your family, get them all on it. It's all good.
Yeah.
So, and also tonight, once again, we had some great Irish whiskeys. There's no winners. There's no losers. This is just really good.
This was just tonight. An Irish whiskey night.
So we had the Drumshanbo, which was $59 a bottle, and then the yellow spot that we got for $119. Oh, I'm sorry, $114 basically. At Inlet Liquors in Riviera Beach. Go check them out. But
they're also on Instagram too. So.
Yep, and we had our good food from Redfin tonight.
Firefin.
That really, once again, the Drumshanbo goes great with the appetizer hour.
Yep.
And then the yellow spot was really good for the final piece. And then I think we're gonna have a little victory cigar tonight.
Yeah, we actually got these from Fox Cigar.
Fox Cigar. We're doing a little Ashton, the Toros.
Yeah. If you can see that.
You can see it. So, and good friends of Fox Cigar. Check them out, foxcigar.com.
Yep, sign up for their emails.
Oh, their emails are... Actually, they're doing a giveaway.
Ooh.
I went and looked today. Sign up for... It's just a giveaway. It has nothing to do with their subscribe list.
Okay.
You just got to sign up for the giveaway.
Okay,
so check them out.
Yeah, better hop on there and get on that.
Check it out.
They also have really good little kits and everything that they put together, and those change out regularly, so make sure you're always checking them out.
Yep, so check them out, Fox Cigar. So, and we remind everybody we're not going to be doing a show.
Yeah.
So this show comes out on Wednesday, which is show number... 21. Show number 22 will come out in 2 weeks.
Yep.
And I think... What's that show going to be on? I can't remember now.
We'll figure it out.
I
know what it is about. If you don't remember, I'm not going to bring it up because I don't want to spoil it for everybody else.
Okay. All right. But it will be whiskey.
It's definitely whiskey.
But, you have a good time on your vacation, T.I.?
You as well.
Yes, everybody have a great night tonight. Thanks for joining us for Frisky Whiskey. Get a couple of these bottles. We're going to post them. Yep. Join us for some nice Irish whiskey.
Absolutely. Have a good evening, everybody.
Good night, everybody.